Hey guys, so last night I was watching some videos. My favorite part about being on YouTube sometimes is instead of watching the video, I start scrolling to see the comments, and some of the stuff I read just makes my day, and it's like a good dose of laughter and happiness that no therapist out there could ever give you. So, as a result, I decided to compile those that really stood out to me and absolutely made me laugh super loud. And I hope that you guys enjoy them as much as I did. So, let's get started. So, to start us off, we have a user by the name of, I guess we can say Andrew. And he goes, bruh, if tomatoes are fruit, is ketchup a smoothie? Oh my gosh. It's true, because only maybe some 6 years ago, that's when I learned that tomatoes are really a fruit. So the fact that this guy is suddenly saying, bruh, does that mean tomatoes make smoothies? Like, I would have never thought about that. So now, dang, I gotta be careful whenever I'm out and I order a fruit smoothie because God knows what they might put in it. But that was good. Next up, we have Duh. And he goes, or she goes, who in the fucking world spreads ketchup all over the fries? If you do that, you disgust me. So I absolutely love the fact that someone brought this up. People who drown their fries on ketchup initially, spreading it all over and squeezing that bottom, when I was little, I would do that. I would always spread the ketchup over the middle of the bunch to ensure that the corners were left intact. But at the same time, it bothered me to end up with dirty hands. So I stopped doing that. I just picked a corner that was pretty much unoccupied and then made a pile and then just take my fries and dip them. But yeah, I do go nuts when I notice someone just spreading ketchup all over their fries, like without even thinking about it. Like, bruh, no. Next, we have user by the name of Caitlin. She says, at minute 115, when you're on your period, but still want the D. So when I read this comment, like I said, I wasn't even watching the video. So I clicked on the highlighted portion that says 115. And when I started looking at that, I just lost it because, it's like, wow, this person, though, you can't help but think of it in a really graphic way. So this person made my night because I really wouldn't have thought about that, but now it's like, dang, the fact that I understand that makes me equally guilty that I have a dirty mind. But to make it even more dramatic, any guy who goes for it, you're awesome. Take care of your girl. Continuing on, Messiah, someone 3 months ago, said, thumbs up if you hate when you forget to shake ketchup and water comes out. Splashing tomato. Oh my god, yes! Same thing with when you're washing your hair and you forget to hit the bottom portion of your bottle. Grab it upside down, like this, because your bottle is like almost out and then the contents just stick. So when you don't do that, it's like the initial blast is like, but with ketchup, it's completely different. It's like you're losing the juice, the flavor, and the salty part of it, and just it loses some of its essence, and then the contents just don't come out the way you want it. Another video that I looked at was about how jelly beans are made. I love channels like this, how stuff is made, because you are bound to find the most fun comment section. And of course, it's just interesting to see Even though some stuff I don't think is true, but it's interesting to see how stuff is made. So, the Australian devil said 4 weeks ago, so, sugar, add some more sugar, add sugary syrup, add coloring, more sugar, and just a hint of sugar. Nice. This person is so right because throughout the video, it keeps saying about the layers of sweets and sugar and everything that jelly beans are going through. It's like, wow, I can make this at home. Just find sugars of all different forms and shapes and textures and colors and just mix them together and you get jelly beans. Health conscious Mike Bowman asks, did they contain any sugar? I love this. It's like, I know, right? I am so glad that you asked that question because they listed a whole bunch of ingredients, but I never heard about sugar. And you know that sugar is like one of the main staples in American diet. Username whose name I just can't say. Looks like a lot of effort was put into making something nobody needs in their diet. Well, as much as I agree with that, unfortunately, it still got made. People still include it in their diets as their favorite dessert. Some people. I know I don't. Finally, I visited Jeremy Jan's channel because I love the reviews for movies that he makes. And the next movie that I have in my agenda to go watch is Guardians of the Galaxy. And of course, it's one of the most anticipated ones. In his review, he really didn't have a lot of good things to say, except for characters individually and their contributions. But in the end, he said that he would have had a better time if he would have been drunk. And I scrolled through the comment section and everybody was just hating on this guy, so. User Dre says the dick riding is strong amongst Marvel fans. God damn, every single one of these guys in this comment section is butthurt about a man's opinion. Marvel has made bad movies before it is normal in this business. You land the hit sometimes or you don't. If you want the real review for this movie, go fucking watch it yourself. So my favorite part, of course, had to be the part that's in bold. It's like, oh my god, how do you just... I just love it when people get agitated like that because it just spices up the whole conversation. On some matters, on some topics, I really do think that you need to maintain your composure, but when it comes to something like this, like people fighting over something that's just fictional, I just love it. And I just love how this is usually the way it goes. If you have two studios in the movie industry, for example, that are rivals, in this case it would be DC and Marvel, it's like, you know, when Marvel nails it, DC is like, but then when Marvel messes up, it's like DC is trying to, be like, that's why I'm a DC fan and I don't ride with Marvel. But yeah, then when you have critics such as Jeremy, share their opinions, those die-hard fans go like, nah, bruh, you're just being bad. You're being a disgrace because you have to love this. Everything they do, no matter what, that's what real fans do. That's what, brotherhood is about. You just stick to it. And I'm like, just respect people for having different opinions. That's what makes this world exciting to be in. All right, you guys. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this little... I think I'm gonna turn this into a series. Should I make it into a series, guys? Did you enjoy this? This is my first time doing this, so I didn't really know how to organize it. But believe me when I say that I had a lot of fun putting this together because I had to reread the comments, and it's like I tried to record my reaction like I had it initially, but I did all of the laughing that I had to do last night when I watched this for the first time. So, anyways, you guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.